Hello, and how are you, everybody? We are on the episode on AEW. Take it away, Mike.
Hi, everybody. Michael Paul back with you. And the NBA Finals are done, over and done. And that's why we now can get back to AEW. AEW Collision. I don't really have a lot of news about it because obviously we haven't watched AEW for a while. And I don't really have a lot of other news either, except that 1 week from tonight is Saturday night's main event. And I don't know if we're going to watch that or if we're going to watch AEW. I will probably watch AEW and John will watch Saturday night's main event in the other room, but that depends on if AEW is even on. If it's not on, then yes, of course, I'll watch Saturday night's main event. At any rate, I don't really have a lot of news. Oh, I do want to say my good nights though to my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin. I love you all. I'm sorry that we haven't seen a lot of each other lately. Noah and Caitlin, I haven't seen the three of us have not seen much of each other lately, and I'm not sure why that is, but I promise that'll change over the next few days or the next week. Of course, as I always say, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, I love all of you also. Thank you for being such a wonderful part of my life. Thank you for being so good to me from day one. And and Megan, I hope that you're liking your new house, your new roommates, and hopefully we'll see each other again as the week starts, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. At any rate, I don't mean to ramble. The bottom line is, to all of you, thank you for a wonderful, wonderful 6 years that you've been part of my life. I love you all. Have sweet dreams, and good night, my angels. We'll see each other tomorrow. Mwah. And with that, we are about 22 minutes in, so let's go to AEW Collision, and thank you for being with us.
On the horizon, Powerhouse Hobbs goes one-on-one with Wheeler Yuta. No street fight.
These gates right here, they're gonna stop you in your tracks.
Collision Beach Break starts now on TNT and now streaming on Max.
We are back on Saturday night. Hi, everybody. It's time for Collision Beach Break. Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness coming to you from Chicago. It's great to be back on TNT. And we're going to start out tonight's telecast with a bitter battle that's been brewing for a couple of weeks between Anna Jay and one of the most dominant women we've seen in quite a while, Megan Bay. There's Penelope Ford. Right now, let's go to the ring. Here's Parker Diora.
Opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the...
Oh, wait, I do have other news. We will be with you this coming Monday night. Still not Wednesday because of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. But we will be back with you this Monday night because tomorrow night is the season finale of American Idol, and they decide the 2025 American Idol winner. They'll give you the numbers that you can call or text to put your vote in. But it all comes to a head tomorrow. I'm not sure if tomorrow's another Disney night or not, or what their theme is going to be for tomorrow. But at any rate, they have been renewed for another season. So we'll see back here for that sometime next year, the middle of next year, probably April or May. But as for this year, tomorrow night's the season finale, so we'll see you Monday for Raw.
Before from Thessaloniki, Megan Bay.
We open up with a match that been a few weeks in the making. One of the more dominant females we've seen in quite a while, Megan Bay, coming into the ring. Now let's take a look at what happened. Nigel on Collision.
See the Megasis here and Penelope Ford ready for action. But Anna Jay, board in hand, taking it to the Megasis. It would not be done though. Escaping to the outside. This far from resolved. Expect to see more in this story.
Oh, and
That was 2 weeks
what I
ago.
guess is their WrestleMania Double or Nothing will be on pay-per-view
Has not lost
a
a
week
match here on
from now.
Collision. 5-0 on Collision. Also with wins over champions here as far as Thunder Rosa, the former Women's World Champ, Chris Statlander, the former TBS champ, and this dominant female has to face one of the young ladies who has had quite a career here in AEW.
And we're accompanied by Harley and Cameron from Wrestling Georgia, Anna Jay.
Anna Jay, further the conflict between these two teams. Let's take it back now to some of the action. It was a four-way eliminator match for the AEW Women's Championship. Megan Bay getting involved, and then the face-to-face, planting Anna Jay straight in the center of the ring. But Harley Cameron taking it to the Megasis, once again taking her to the outside. And this is expected to get far worse with Harley Cameron making the Megasis feel her wrath.
And really did it with that pipe in hand, and one can understand. Here we go. Finally, one-on-one, Megan Bay,
Like and subscribe if you guys want to see more video like this.
Anna Jay. And immediately going to power here, Nigel, picking up Anna Jay, hoisting her all the way back to the turnbuckles.
Yeah, Jay, no slouch in the power department, but there is almost no one to contend with the power of the Megasis.
Did
We're
you
going to
enjoy the
talk
water
about
park today,
Dynamite and
Michael?
that four-way
Yeah, it was
eliminator
all right.
match with Nina Shirakawa picking up the victory that night, and perhaps
I got in the water a
taking
lot.
one closer step to the
Oh, I
AEW
do have other
Championship.
news, but
Yeah,
we'll
Nigel, there's
wait
something
on
else
that
we need to
until.
talk about, and that is,
Okay.
you know by now, I'm sure, that Jim Ross announced that he has colon cancer and will have surgery very, very soon. Our thoughts go out to the greatest wrestling announcer ever. He's my mentor.
Hold on
He
a
taught me
second.
so much in the 80s
What did he just
about
say?
comp.
The Megasis. Of course, we're going to talk
I wanna
about
hear that
Dynamite
again.
and that four-way eliminator match with Nina Shirakawa picking up the victory that night, and perhaps arguably taking one closer step to the AEW Women's Championship.
Yeah, and Nigel, there's something else we need to talk about, and that is, thank you know by now, I'm sure, that Jim Ross announced that he has colon cancer and will have surgery very, very soon. Our thoughts go out to the greatest wrestling announcer ever. He's my mentor. He taught me so much in the 80s about confidence, about how to call a match. And Jim, we are thinking about you. We are praying for you. And soon, we're going to see you on an AEW telecast again.
Oh, wow.
Harley was up on the other end, and now you see Penelope Ford and Anna Jay. With Penelope and Anna had a bloody rivalry as well.
Long history between these two stars, certainly. Dare I say, far from over. You've got to give Ford the advantage, teaming and aligning herself with the Megasis. Same time, Tony, as we saw in that clip, Harley Cameron not afraid to get in a fight.
Absolutely not.
Certainly now, though, Megasis, clear control on this. Only going to emphasize that fact. with the poise and the presence. Ryan Kiss from the Megasis, who's been absolutely commanding thus far in the match.
We talked about here's cover 1. 2, we talked about Anna Jay's career in AEW. 7th all-time in wins in the women's division. He has 68 wins. First time, though, she's ever faced the Megasis. You got to approach any match against a lady who is that tall, that big, that strong, a little bit differently than you, I would think, the other 68 wins.
It's very hard to have a strategy against the someone the size of Megan Bain.
From the bear hug, just throwing now. Anna Jay over top, who's seeking refuge in the ropes here.
Strategy might be keep away from the bigger, more powerful opponent. Hit and move. Right now, it's Bain doing all the hitting.
Yeah, and then whoa, almost like she was listening to you.
Be quiet.
So Anna now.
Trying to mount some offense and get back into this match.
Loud shot. Return fire this time. Oh, I'm not so sure a striking battle against Megan Bain is the right thing to do, but we'll see. That turned the Megasis around, missed the bump kick.
Oh, and again.
Heel kick. Backstabber. Megan Bain rolls up into a corner. Here goes Anna with a leg lariat, somewhat.
Did the most of the damage, but wait a second. Looking for fights to set.
And that time, good job by Anna just fighting her way out.
Lovely net breaker with the assist from the middle row. Bain thought about it for a second and again.
Oh!
The top rope, not Megan Bain's friend. She's been forced out over the top a few times.
There goes Anna Jay, flying from the ring. Holy cheering all on the outside.
As Harley Cameron has said, that big fat ass of Anna Jay coming to her aid. Her words, not mine, Tony.
I understand. I heard it too. And Anna Jay's going to take flight here. Maybe a mistake. No!
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster from the turnbuckle pants. And now, pick up.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Falcon Arrow. But look, yeah, the damage from the blockbuster. Megan Bain unable to follow up.
Now cover 1, 2. Hook the right leg of Anna Jay. And not yet getting the win. This is our opening bout here tonight.
Another night of action ahead of us. I'd like to get a couple of words in when I can as well, Tony, but right now, all the speaking is being done by Megan Bain.
Megan Bain, O'Shuck could be face to set.
No escape.
Into a DDT. What a counter by Anna Jay. 1, 2. And Megan just got out of that.
Before, he was very aware of the fight of Anna Jay, the fight within her. Seeing once again, hold on a second. Sleeper hold in the center of the ring.
Yeah.
Forearm underneath the jaw, across the carotid artery, trying to take the blood from the brain of Bain.
Calling it the Queen Slayer. And Penelope is in the ring.
Oh, behind the official's back.
Trying to pull the, yes, and she gets the top turnbuckle paid off. But here's one on camera. And the fighting shoes on the outside. The turnbuckle is still exposed, though, as this fight rages on.
Fists of fury.
I gotta say, bitch fight.
This is the first match, right?
And with
Yeah.
Cameron and Ford taken out, Jay is all on her own with the Megasis.
Put the brakes on before she hit that exposed turnbuckle. Drop to hold. Roll up, Megan. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close to get the win. You can see it on the face of Anna Jay. Back to the attack once again, Nigel.
See, she got the body scissors as well. Right across now. Controlling a more powerful opponent, but still look at the power of Megan Bain.
Just standing up out of this Queen Slayer. Fans clapping, chanting for Anna Jay here, but oh, Anna Jay, upper back turnbuckle. And now in a very, very tough spot here.
All the way up. Oh boy, what is this?
Oh, God. Dropped her on her hips. Not her back, her hips.
Up, she's trying for a second.
Oh, look out.
Incredible strength. Oh, wait a second.
She's got her up here, Nigel. You know,
Positioning.
That's the set. And the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Anna Jay did absolutely everything she could to avoid face defeat, but ultimately, the fate of Anna Jay would be decided by the Megasis, who once again, as a new member of the women's division, bow down.
Gonna come here tonight. We honor the career of one of the greats, Steve Mongo McMichael. In tag team action, the Sons of Texas take on Crew. Winner goes on to Double or Nothing, divide for the AEW World Tag Team.
What about the tribute to Sabu? You guys forgot about him. He died not that long ago.
Maybe they'll do that. It's a 2-hour show. Maybe they'll do that later. Or maybe different tonight. Maybe they'll do that Wednesday. Oh yeah, that's true.
But Nigel, we understand there's something you want to say. Go right ahead.
Right, now just like always, I'm going to treat this as short as I possibly can. Okay? I've had some time to think about things. Everybody saw what happened. Things got a little bit out of hand and challenged me to a match. And ultimately, I've had an epiphany. I realised that if I don't get in the ring with FTR, this is never going to happen. So, fellas, double or nothing. You've got your match. Daniel Garcia, you better be ready for a fight. We're going to be in deep water and I ain't about to drown.
All right, my friend, it'll be coming up in a week and a day part of Double or Nothing.
What is he talking about?
He's going to have a match.
Oh, is it Nigel and Daniel one-on-one or is it a tag team?
Either a tag team or let's just find out at the pay-per-view if we have it.
Accompanied by Dawn Callister from Sydney, Australia, live to 109 pounds, the Puro Star, Kyle Fletcher.
One of the great young athletes in the world, there is no doubt about it. One of the most miserable people in the world walking behind him. Kyle
He
Fletcher.
looks like he just stepped out of video games.
He does.
This man is absolutely incredible. The way he has come along from the Ring of Honor TV champion to a man now who arguably only steps away from championship gold yet again. Carl Fletcher, Aussie, is as devastating an opponent as anyone in the game today.
And what a 2024 that Kyle Fletcher had. Of course, he won the Continental Classic Blue League with 15 or 12 points. That was a high. And Don Callis has joined us here at ringside.
You better believe it.
Now, let's go back to the ring. Here's Rocky Ola. I don't think there's any question, Nigel, in Don Callis, that the Protostar has been sensational, but here is a young man who has caught the imagination of many fans around the world. A.R. Fox has been not only dynamic, he has been absolutely incredible.
Certainly this young man has continued to pledge forward, a long-time veteran of professional wrestling. Last night, of course, was it last week?
Protostar? What kind of a stupid name is Protostar?
Tonight, Another opportunity, Don.
Few do get the result they want when they wrestle the Don Callis
Kyle
family. I
Fletcher.
can't imagine he's
Oh,
going to fare
that's
much
why
better
he had that.
when he has 100% of the
That's
attention
why
of the
he had that out.
And we're gonna.
That's what I said.
Fast
You look
start
like
there.
you stepped out of a video game.
It only took a second. I mean, AR-Fox
Yeah, you know who was the prototype before he
when he jumped
before
over
he
the jet
came
and turned around and boom, the foot was in the
to
face. Giovanni, how many
hustle,
centuries have you been around
loyalty,
this
respect.
business? What's the fundamental rule?
John
Don't
Cena.
take your eye off your opponent.
Yeah, he
If the
was
kid hasn't figured that out yet, he should
Yeah.
be a barista somewhere. Wow, no offense.
Like that. Only a cup of coffee thus far in this match for AR-Fox, who hasn't got out of the gate. A bare glance away, and Fletcher capitalised.
Fletcher not only has improved incredibly, but his physical appearance has gotten better. He's really just etched right now. You know, I'm present for a lot of those big workouts, Tony. I like to encourage Kyle and his bodybuilding pursuits, and I feel like I've been a very good influence.
Okay. Hard to argue against that as AR-Fox here, looking for some more creative offense that he's known for.
Uh-oh, picked up by Fletcher. Kyle dropped him behind, back elbow. Now Fox may be able to use his quickness, got the foot up. The problem with AR-Fox is he is on a next level athletically. But look, the first move he gets in on Kyle, what does he do, Nigel? He looks at the rubes in the crowd. Big mistake.
There's something to be said for that, certainly as AR-Fox now, though, listening to Don Callis and back into action. But wait a second, what is this?
This is wasted movement, in my opinion. Up and down, screaming over the top. Down. Look at him. Tell me I'm okay. Love me. This is pathetic. If you come to work to get love, you have a big problem, Shivani.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
But Kyle Fletcher's in the ring. Picks him up in midair. One arm.
With ease.
Amazing strength by Kyle Fletcher. And an attitude only born from being with Don Callis. Fans, this match continues on TNT. Oh, and streaming on Max. Stay with us. Kyle Fletcher and AR-Fox.
Instantly. DraftKings.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite, live at 8 on TBS. Now streaming on Max.
We continue on TNT and Max. Tony Schiavone, Nigel McGuinness, and of course the one and only Don Callis as the protostar. Kyle Fletcher, AR-Fox doing battle here in this match that is a week and a day away from Double or Nothing. And hitting the ropes. Look at that. Into an incredible. What did I just watch, Nigel?
Great adaptability and innovation. Oh boy, you watching there? A boot in the face.
Again, the leaping ability is incredible.
Iconoclasm running through.
Into a cutter. 1, 2.
Mere seconds away from what has to be considered an upset. So he would not look good on Fletcher's record.
Don, you don't seem to be concerned at all, but you need to be. Don't tell me what I'm supposed to be feeling, Shivani. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I going to panic because at the 10-minute mark, this incredible athlete's got some momentum shifting on Kyle here? I'm not panicking yet.
Don's got faith in the protostar, I'm sure.
Correct. He's a very bitter guy as well, trying for a package pile driver here, maybe. And, nope. Kyle Fletcher ducked him off. Unbelievable. Just snapped that one off. Give Kyle Fletcher, but you can see the effects of what has happened to him so far in this match. Great to have you with us. We are coming to you from Chicago at the Now Arena. Look how Fletcher very deliberately now trying to go back to the attack. He wants his opponent to get up here.
Sure he does. Wants to inflict more punishment. He loves it.
Body drop. Top. Leg trip. Fletcher's down.
This.
There he goes. Oh, wow.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Almost a shadow stomp absorbs it. Now looking to follow up again.
After a shadow stomp here, Fox and top.
Oh, blind through the air. Fletcher saw nothing but his shadow until it was too late.
I think that what separates him apart from all the other high flyers is how he, Air Fox, can glide through the air. Glide.
Hope you're happy with yourself, Shivani.
Seamlessly taking flight and landing perfectly. Look now, AR Fox a little slow to the top rope. Is this giving Fletcher too much time?
Fox up on top, perch on that top turnbuckle pad. Missed that. Fletcher back up. Scoops. Fox. Hallelujah. 1, 2, go. Fox continues. Now Fletcher looking at Bryce Remsburg. He can't believe that the match did not end there.
Now Fletcher looking for that sacred cord.
Have you ever seen a Michinoku driver like this?
What's this? First of all, lying in wait, waiting to the last second to moving at the perfect execution.
Look at that.
All the way across the shoulders, the hook of the leg. Can't get much closer to 3.
Great job by Aaron Fox to be able to kick out of that, by the way. Give the man some credit.
Absolutely. Good call.
What is this then?
All the women in Chicago saying what they'd love to do tonight, though.
Here's a pickup.
Where's the clock?
1, 2, incredible. Barely escaping. Fox looks at the referee, gets a kick in the face. Whoa. Injury and hit the near side. Oh, wow. Snap caught him. He snapped it in. Yes, he did. And now Fletcher again.
That's great. Oh, God, I love this.
This has got to be it.
So good.
Pick up. Shoot up. Brainbuster.
Nice.
1, 2, 3.
This is so fantastic.
Still coming tonight, our Chicago street fight. You won't want to miss that, but coming up next, a big trios battle. Bandito, Cesar, the Ishii, and Brody King. How about that? Against members of the Don Callis family. As we continue on Collision Eastbreak.
The world is in danger. Our mission, find dangerous artifacts and bring them to the one place we can keep them.
This isn't Mom's house. I have a date. We're celebrating your birthday. Oh, I love that for you.
Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Will Ospreay's going to win. This is a vote.
I think at Double or Nothing, Hangman is going to win.
This is about my life. I need to win this match.
Ospreay.
Hangman. Ospreay's going to win.
I got to go with the hanger.
Man burns out enough. Then we're going to play nothing wrong.
Well, Ospreay is going to win. Yeah, the charisma, the in-ring ability.
This isn't about your redemption. This is about my ascension.
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, Rocky, the Super Romero, and Trent Beretta, RBG Fights. And their partners from Vernon, Texas, Lance Archer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we approach the trios match. Good to have you back with us. on Collision. We are excited like a steamroller heading to Double or Nothing a week from Sunday. Needless to say, Nigel, the Don Callis family is stronger today.
Once again, we will be joined by Don Callis with our commentary, at least at ringside. We are seeing here the strength of the Don Callis family. The addition of RPG Vice, Romero, Fred Brenner, Lance Archer as well, bolstering the ranks. Yes, indeed. Right, prepare yourself for the dulcet tones once again.
And Miracles, first from Van Nuys, California, weighing 285 pounds, Brody King.
A foreboding and intimidating opponent for anyone. But more people joining in now.
Anytime the Stone Pitbull's here, there is going to be a butt kicking.
And from Kanagawa, Japan, weighing 220 pounds, the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii.
He came on half of the hounds about. The Stone Pitbull off the leash as well.
Trio.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello. Do you purposely call me do you purposely think of stupid questions for an excuse before you call me? Nothing, dude. We were at a water park all day. And no, and I didn't have my stuff all day, and I'm watching AEW, and aside from that, it's very late. Not very late, but it feels later than it is, and well, I
This is going to be a very unique trios team of Brody Bandito and the Chief.
We never had the experience or arguably that cohesion. The three members of the Don Callis family, but Don, that's not necessarily the end of them tonight. They're certainly a capable opposition for your team.
Oh, listen, I've been on the record every week out here. I think Brody King is a future member of the Don Callis family. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a great big man. But Lance Archer is the best big man, in my opinion, in all elite wrestling. He'll prove it here tonight.
Hard to argue against him, certainly. There's Azuka, the man who turned on Tomohiro Ishii not too long ago. Oh, wow.
Here's the great thing. RPG here, I mean, they understand what Ishii's all about, and they understand what it takes.
What happened to Trent?
Suffering from the right hand there. Big Lance Archer. Oh, here we go. The face-off I'd like to see.
And the fans would as well. Two of the biggest and baddest in all of AEW are going to hook it up here in just a few moments.
Two of the biggest and baddest in the world, brother.
Matata came out there screaming, everybody dies. Reckon Brody King does. Two heavyweights. Neither man backing up here. Oh, nice third thrust. How about that? Blocked by Lance Archer. Down goes Archer with a big boot. And here goes Brody.
Oh my God.
Tope Suicida. And now RPG Vice goes down as well. And it's a great time to ask you, breaks you like you've hit a wall after your energy drink? Break through when I drink. The clean, crash-free productivity drink that enhances focus and stamina without caffeine and stimulants. Grab yours now at iDrink.com. Use promo code AEW15 for 15%
Like, I watched this
off your
first.
order.
Because this is my favorite part right here from him.
Hold on, I want to hear something.
Okay, I've been talking to you.
And here goes Brody.
Oh my God.
Tope Suicida. And now RPG Vice goes down as well. And it's a great time to ask you, breaks you like you've hit a wall after your energy drink? Break through when I drink. The clean, crash-free productivity drink that enhances focus and stamina without caffeine or stimulants. Grab yours now at iDrink.com. Use promo code AEW15 for 15% off your order. Everybody's hitting the floor. Oh!
Great move by Trent. Now Rocky's back to the ring.
Takes down Ishii, does Rocky. Ishii on the outside. As a matter of fact, all 6 men are up.
Never said that before. And I think that's about what's going to happen in this divorce when it's final, that she's going to get around 80%. It'll be joint custody, but she is the primary physical custodian of these kids.
Right.
And him saying that is really significant. Even though he didn't say it in legal papers, which he's supposed to, it sounds like this can come in for a landing without a trial.
I hope you're right. There are a couple things that stood out to me. Number one, he's not engaging in the process. As we talked about in our story, he's had 5 lawyers. All of them have come and gone. He's an impossible client. He hasn't been able to maintain the lawyers. I hope he's able to engage in the process in a meaningful way. And I'm not sure he can. I think this thing might just keep on careening towards trial, and which is a terrible result for everybody, because then you get a judge who's stuck with this, without one party who's really engaging, trying to divine what's in the best interest of the kids without actually hearing from the parties. The other thing that struck me from this is that the way he phrased this, even to this day, I'll still give Kim advice on things that can help. I can't believe that. You don't call your spouse or your ex-spouse and give them advice on how to parent.
That's what I said.
You talk to them about how to do it. You have a conversation about the best way to do it. You don't call and give somebody advice on how to parent.
It doesn't seem like he is participating in any sort of
He does
teamwork
not. He
in
calls
this
up and yells at
parenting.
her about what she's doing wrong.
Right, or he puts it out in the media, or he tweets about it, or with we all saw the whole thing with the school. I want my kids doing this. Well, that's not really advice. Why don't you talk to your ex-wife privately and come up with a plan of where you want your kids
So what
to
do
go
you
to
think he
school?
does? What do you think he does privately? Do you think he sits down and says, Kim, what's your opinion on this?
That's who he is. If I came home and say, sweetie, I have some advice on how you can do it. Oh, that's bad. I'll do like that. Yeah.
Let me ask you, why do you think joint custody?
Oh, because they both said that already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. I mean, Kim wants him to, look, he has been a good father when he's present with the kids. He really has. And Kim has said that. So it's not that he's a bad father. He isn't. He's a good father. But look, I mean, Kanye has issues. And they're very public. And he also has a personality that, you wouldn't think teamwork is the highest priority of his.
No.
But look, the way this divorce is going to go is, I think it's really significant that he said 80% of the time, because that's about what's going to happen with this.
Right.
The property stuff is easy, because even if he doesn't respond to it when the divorce happens, all Kim's going to do is go to court and say, Your Honor, we signed a prenup, just enforce the prenup.
Right.
And that's that. Then that's that. There's not even going to be a dispute. He hasn't challenged the prenup. And the judge will just look at it and say, okay, this is the way it's going to go.
Right.
So I don't think it's going to be that complicated, but it's significant that he finally said it. And I almost think maybe he said it because he was getting pressure to deal with it because Kim wants him to deal with it.
Why won't he engage in this process? Because he just mentally can't get to the fact that the divorce is over.
He doesn't want the divorce.
Yeah.
I've seen guys like this who won't sign the papers because they think there's still like the glimmer of hope, even though you're like, bro, no glimmer.
Yeah.
Sign.
Why always guys?
Sure.
That's what
That's who I know. That's I haven't seen any women do it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. Okay. Really?
Yeah. I don't think you won't believe that.
Well, because it's both.
Well, I haven't seen women.
Okay. Fair point.
Just men refusing to sign.
Yeah, this. You never hear about a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Two more things. You choose the order. I want to do Bill Maher talking about presentism, and I want to talk about the University of Oregon football game.
Oh boy.
Oregon to me is fascinating. I mean,
Do it.
So the University of Oregon, they played against BYU up in Eugene. That's where University of Oregon.
Yep.
Right? They had a football game over the weekend, big time, both ranked in the top 25, nationally televised game, tons of fans in attendance. Apparently, the University of Oregon has now come out and issued an apology acknowledging that.
Well, why don't we play it first?
Oh, we have it.
Yeah, this is what happened in the stands.
Horrible anti-religious chants coming from the Oregon fans. It's interesting, just to give it a little, not that it's context, but it's important to note. A week or two ago, their fans were criticized for using racial epithets in I believe it was I'm going to miss it. I forgot what sporting event towards a female African-American athlete who was playing at BYU. They were, and the BYU had to come out and issue apologies about the racist chants that they were doing. Now, the University of Oregon has sort of reduced themselves to that same level by chanting the Mormons during this football game, and it is
It's disgusting.
We've seen this before, but
It's disgusting.
Yes,
But it's also, it's that intolerance in America.
Yeah.
That, I think part of it is, I think abortion in some ways has something to do with it because there's such a dividing line where religious people who are pro-life are squarely on the opposite side of people who aren't.
That could be.
And I do think that part of that, there's a contempt.
maybe, but I also think that a lot of people who are more on the far extreme pro-life side, not all pro-life people certainly, but more far extreme, are also religiously intolerant. And I think there's a lot of religious intolerance here towards people who are very much Christians, but don't follow the same pretext.
Yeah, maybe.
So I just think it's hate from that cross.
But it's so interesting that I would assume that, maybe this is a bad assumption, that University of Oregon is pretty liberal campus.
Yeah.
I would think so. And then you hear this stuff and it's like, the hypocrisy of tolerance is just insane in this country. That be tolerant toward us, but we're not going to necessarily be tolerant toward the others. And on both sides.
Yeah, it's horrible. About maybe 25 years ago or so, Charles Barkley, while still playing the NBA, made was in Utah and made all these Mormons.
Right.
And this kind of thing towards Mormons is ubiquitous. They're a religious sect that for some reason people feel completely okay.
So let me ask you real quickly, what about Book of Mormon? Which,
The musical?
The musical that
fabulous.
I loved it, but I mean, it was anti-Mormon. I mean, it just made a joke of Mormons, but it was really funny. So I'm trying to figure out.
Didn't it just hit on all? It made fun of all religions, though, right?
Yeah, for Mormons, but yeah, it made fun of religion.
But I remember,
Made fun of religion.
right, yeah.
But
I
it
was
was-
sitting there with my mother, and she's Catholic, and I remember there were some parts being like, "Is she okay during this?" Because it really made fun of all.
It's okay to make fun of religion.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Tell me
I
about it,
love
man.
that, but I have a real problem with University of Oregon.
Now, chaos all over the place, and this match continues on TNT, streaming on Max.
At the
So the question is, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he was talking to you.
Oh, who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
The legend continues in this trios match. Oh, and a big German suplex by Ishii and a cover. 1, 2. Oh, in the nick of time, Trent Beretta makes a save.
Two vicious German suplexes from the Stone Pitbull. You can see Trent Beretta trying desperately to protect his repaired neck.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Ishii almost dropped Rocky on his head on a slam, and now 2 consecutive Germans.
And the big foot from that. So just down goes Brody. On the outside, that leaves Ishii with 3 men all alone in the ring.
Ishii's done. Here we go.
Hang him up to got a double stump of the bell. Trent Beretta.
You know what I hope we're going to see, Shivani?
What's that?
The Jackal Driver.
You just might. 1, 2. Choke side did not win it.
Rick Knox out of position there. I think Rocky Romero had the 3 counts.
Come on, Don. He was not out of position.
He's a little slow. Looking a bit slow today. Maybe the arthritis playing up.
There you see still a 3-on-1.
There we go.
Bandito trying to get up on you see on the far side, but cannot.
This is it. This is it. He's going to do it.
Oh, wow. Bandito with the kick. Rocky goes tumbling forward and then with the top. Goes legs archer.
Oh, boy. The pace picking up.
It really is. Rocky is elevated. A cutter on the way down. And here comes Big Brody.
Oh, there goes Big Brody.
Hey.
Oh, boy. That moved our announce desk.
It sure did.
Better be light on your feet, Tony.
I'll do what I can here. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Rocky double team. Ishii comes in. Brody follows in. Bandito's going to come in next.
You think this is fair, Shivani?
Yes. Assisted shotgun dropkick.
I think Rocky's out on his feet or on his ass in this case.
One place to be.
Oh, my Lord.
Big cannonball from Brody. Cover. 1, 2, 3.
It's over.
Here are your winners, Tomohiro Ishii.
First time ever in a trio team. But you know what? This fight is not over.
Yeah, don't tell me we're not the winners. We're the ones standing, Shivani.
Certainly looks to be the case, the old age. A battle of the war. Wait a second.
Trying to get him chopped down. Here's the cat. We're going to take him back to 1980s.
House of fire.
Two-man flood.
The Outrunners looking to run off the Don Callis family.
And they've done it.
You know, guys, I was wrestling in the 1980s, and I knew a lot of scumbags like these two, so I know what they're all about.
Well, I'm sure you do, Don Callis. That's right up your alley. Big win for the trio of Brody King, Ishii, and Bandito with help from the Outrunners. But right now, let's go to Lexington.
I am joined right now by Paragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and TNT champion Adam Cole, who has quite a big target on his back.
Yeah, well, Lexi, that comes with the territory. Obviously, a lot of people want a shot at my TNT championship, and that's just the way I like it. Because I'm Adam Cole, baby, and I'm ready to take on anybody and everybody for this title.
Adam Cole, baby. How ironic that 3 of the very top stars that this industry has ever produced stood in front of me, and all I see is 3 babies. Look the growth right there, Cal. You know, I might be juvenile, okay? I might be immature. I may be young at heart, but I am not a baby. This is the problem, lads. You're all ha-has and jokes. The reality is, you've gone soft.
Young veterans. Hey, I like your scarves, guys. Well, fellas, you know what I would like more? It's to beat their asses.
Well, how about this then, lads? Next week, GYV versus Kyle and Roddy. Let me warn you right now. Next week, we are going to drag you into the deep water. And when you are down there, struggling and gasping for air, then we are going to find out if there is an ounce of fight left in the Paragon.
And Adam, you should sit on commentary so I can hear your heart break as you realize that the top team in AEW is the GYV. Listen, guys, if you want to be one of the top tag teams here in AEW, then you're going to have to earn it. But trust me when I tell you, the pressure is not on us. The pressure is on you.
Well, a challenge to the grizzled young veterans from Paragon. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks as we go back to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Lee Johnson from Jackson, Tennessee, weighing 180 pounds, Blake Christian.
Blake Christian and his partner, his tag team partner, Lee Johnson, coming to the ring for this next matchup. We have seen some incredible action thus far, and this probably will add to it. Two of the great high flyers in all of AEW right now, Blake Christian, and then of course we'll see in just a minute Speedball Mike Bailey. Both of these men having their problems with the pride of pro wrestling, Anthony Bowens. Certainly had his own words himself.
And his opponent from Montreal, Canada, weighing 177 pounds, Speedball Bailey.
Incredible Speedball Mike Bailey. 4-1 in single competition. But they win a second win over Ace that happened a week ago here on Collision. The Montreal native has been nothing short of a sensation since his arrival here in AEW.
He has impressed since his debut, scintillating offense. First kicking a forward dash, black belt in Taekwondo. Used that kicking ability for great offense. This past week on Dynamite, that he got involved in what was a chaotic main event with Samoa Joe coming close to taking the AEW World Championship from John Moxley. And what happened after the match, they had everyone talking, Tony.
Yeah, there was a challenge that's been sent out for Anarchy in the arena match coming up next Sunday at Double or Nothing. We've yet to hear a response from the Death Riders, of course, the world champion John Moxley. But right now, Speedball Mike Bailey, I think for any brother. Arrogance just
took a shot down and look out fast.
1, 2. Oof, wow. And a 2 count. Lightning quick to say the least. Well, I mentioned two of the great high flyers, and they're showing it off here.
Oh, and again.
And there is how he got his name, no doubt. Speed, rapid fire kicks.
Big smile on the face of the Kevin Klein. Oh, wow. Boot to the face. We talked about it before. The bare feet of Speedball Mike Bailey. She likes to. Oh, what does this come in?
1, 2.
Oh.
And a 2 count.
Says that the bare feet.
Isn't that Papa's house back on Mondays?
Sense of the mat.
No.
And the ropes as well. Oh!
2
Got
weeks
the ropes
ago
on the turnbuckle there is
was their
Christian
season
lying in wait.
Christian and his team comes in. Speedball
So they
moves out of the way to the center of the ring.
September or October.
What an incredible series of events that was. Bouncing from the middle rope to the top with a kick. There goes Tony. Wow. Flying through with a tope.
I call that a low pay between the middle and the bottom rope. Christian looking to follow up.
Blake Christian. Ooh, wow. The 450 stomp. 1, 2.
Very awkward landing to the side of the rib cage. See if we can take a look here. First of this, straight between the middle and the bottom rope. pinpoint precision. You won't see it, but that double stomp with the added rotation really knocking the wind out of Bailey, who's struggling to breathe, Tony.
Absolutely, and Blake Christian now taking full advantage of this.
Probably like
The fans, you hear many of them chanting Speedball's name. Certainly that this young Montreal native, as you mentioned, fourth degree Taekwondo black belt, been able to take his martial arts ability and meld it into quite a wrestling career. Ripcord.
Oh, wait a second.
Wow. We are seeing some great moves and counter moves. How about that?
The Bushido fighting spirit running through the veins of both men, enduring some punishment, but keeping on going.
Up on top.
Right into it.
Yes, right on a thrust kick, but no cover. And you were calling for it, Nigel.
Well, sometimes the damage that those earlier kicks have done. Bailey unable to follow up with the cover, and you can see, look at him grabbing at his ribs from the double stomp. I would not expect him to not be suffering.
Wow, just walk right into that. Blake Christian, who comes into this with a 7-match winning streak in Ring of Honor, has made a name for himself there, and now here in this AEW ring, fighting one of the hottest wrestlers over the last couple of months. Speedball can bring it. And the Christian, oh, how about that?
There we go.
Stomp outside.
Oh! Danielson, the crane kick lands. But that foot's okay.
Speedball ahead of steam. Blake Christian there to meet him with a thrust kick. Down goes Blake Christian up on top.
Oh my God.
No sign off. Well, we are seeing exactly what we anticipated between these two young men.
Risk-taking offense on the part of Speedball Mike Bailey. Wait a second.
Yeah, Lee Johnson over. Shotty Lee got the attention of Speedball. Opens the door for Blake Christian.
The distraction playing in the favor of Christian. Oh, look at this. He did it the first time. Second time, Bailey smart to it.
Bailey runs to a foot that time. Blake's up on top. Look at the ability of Speedball. Quickly up to the top turnbuckle. Top rope DRS sent him down. Spin heel kick.
Get over the
1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, Speedball.
Oh, that's a tornado kick, I do believe. And Speedball Mike Bailey now 5-1 here in 2025.
That speaks to just how dangerous that finishing maneuver was. Even when it wasn't completed 100%, maybe the shin bone or whatever it was that connected was enough to take that Blake Christian and score the victory. Very bright future for this young man, Speedball Mike Bailey. Chicago!
We've got some beautiful weather here tonight. So, Okada, how about you come out here, you bring your Continental Championship, and we make it rain?
How about this for a challenge?
That's a prudent decision. Oh, he talked about it Wednesday night. Bailey sticking his nose in the Rainmaker's business.
Can you really call it that? Sticking your nose in the Rainmaker's
That's
business?
exactly what I would call it.
I think Okada was sticking his nose in the business of the World Championship match.
Here is the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Bailey, I
I prove it. Pitch! Now, Bailey's not going to back down at all. Wait a minute! Oh, look at this. It's Kalistico. And it's Roach LFI. Attacking Mike Bailey.
I wonder what this means. Perhaps some kind of allegiance, I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think so, as Okada walks away. And a headbutt from Rouge. And again, the assault of Mike Bailey continues. And look at this. Stephanie throughout his head. Fans, coming up next, we have our Chicago Street Fight. Stay with us on TNT Max.
Gates of Agony, why don't you try making a name for yourselves at our expense? Coming to you.
Trying to keep the people, trying to prove themselves to Chris Jericho. They're going to walk through these gates unscathed. We're not doing it in a parking lot. We're doing it right here.
Oh, Michelle, it's accepted. Watch out. Oh, this is chaotic. Oh, my God.
Chicago Street Fight this Saturday night.
This summer, NASCAR's on TNT with 5 races and 1 epic challenge.
TNT and NASCAR go hand in hand. It's kind of like seeing an old friend.
TNT will feature 5 distinctive tracks: Atlanta at night, the Chicago Street Race, Sonoma, the Monster Mile at Dover, and the Brickyard at Indy.
TNT's going all in. We can't wait to get this going.
NASCAR on TNT begins June 28th.
Mine was earned in Germany.
With USPS Ground Advantage. This is called All Elite Wrestling for a reason. If you can't keep up, you will get left in the dust.
I just want to make them feel something.
To become the best, I need to challenge myself against the best. Brick by brick, we will build a utopia for professional wrestling. I'm not changing a single thing for anybody. AEW gives me the freedom to do that.
I've been putting women's wrestling on the map.
Find the most elite wrestlers on planet Earth to compete.
This is the lifeblood of professional wrestling. Whether it's Wednesday, you know what's that change? AEW time when it's live Saturday.
Here we go. Start the party.
This is where the best wrestling. All Elite Wrestling, now streaming on Max. Welcome to Roland Garros.
Feel it in the air and under your feet.
Terrific football. Simply glorious. This is the ripping stuff. Victory belongs to the most tenacious.
We're building the future. Summer, one team will freedom to do that.
I've been putting women's wrestling on the map.
Find the most elite wrestlers on planet Earth to compete.
This is the lifeblood of professional wrestling. Whether it's Wednesday, you know what's that change? AEW time when it's live Saturday.
Here we go. Start the party.
This is where the best wrestling. All Elite Wrestling, now streaming on Max.
What was it that I don't understand? What is it that I don't understand about a steel cage match? What is it that I don't understand about a world championship match? It looks like you and everybody else are the ones who don't understand. You don't understand that you can't break somebody who's been broken over and over and over and built himself back up over and over and over. I cannot be broken. I am made of something stronger than iron,
Stronger than steel, stronger than gold. And everybody wraps around their waist. And they walk around, they put over their shoulder. And they hold it up and they take pictures with it because they think that makes them somebody. Don't I understand, man? Anarchy would be an improvement over this fake, full of shit. Everybody pretending they're somebody they're not. Complete and total anarchy would be a step up. But you don't understand. Your kid, he works for me. Professionals work for me. The difference between a professional and all these amateurs. Professionals hold standards. No matter if it's Steel Cage, no matter if it's the baddest man in all the professional wrestling, they get the job done no matter what the odds, what the obstacle, and they don't give a damn what anybody says, what anybody thinks. We have professionals, and we have standards, and we have the best at what we do. The art of violence and the canvas that we paint is fine true. Find out exactly who you are. Oh, who? Anarchy in the Arena comes up a week from Sunday at Double or Nothing, and it is going to be violent and bloody.
Doing this stupid learning tree thing that sounds like it's called a substitute.
The bad apple right and the red bull. Big Bill.
Now we get ready for this Chicago street fight. 2 weeks ago, some of the chaos and brutality that has led to this matchup. We were there in Atlantic City, but this fight happened all over the arena. The Learning Tree, Big Bill, and Brian King trying to prove themselves. Chris Jericho, the gates of agony, ready to fight anyone who stands in their way. Well, the table's coming in early, Tony. Get ready.
We have to plunder, no doubt about that.
Here's your opponent at a combined weight of 537 pounds. Bishop Gunn, Victoria, the Gates of Agony.
And of course, it was last week where the challenge was sent out by the Gates of Agony and met by members of Learning Tree. It went everywhere. It's going to go everywhere here in the Chicago Street Fight.
The fearsome Gates of Agony bringing their own partner to this fight.
I think it was time when we share if we saw Raw or SmackDown, then people will commentate.
Well, the Gates of Agony came out with weapons, if you want to call it that, items.
I think the water park just probably
Used the trash can.
got us tired or
Here.
something.
We got one in the ring, we got one outside. Anything goes. They can fight all over the arena. Big Bill limping around. Meanwhile, the bad apple taking care of Bishop Gunn.
Talk about it. Big Bill and Brian Keith both wanting to try to prove, dare I say, earn their place underneath the learning tree of Chris Jericho. Oh, wow. They certainly got to admire their gumption, taking it to such an imposing team as the Gates of Agony.
If they are trying to impress Chris Jericho, this would be the way to do it. Just a wild brawl. Oh, wow. A solid steel sign. No. Meanwhile, take a look at this.
You might be spinning something you can slip up before too long.
I would agree. A traffic cone.
Oh, wow. This the second Chicago street fight in AEW history. The first, of course, between Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale, last year's All Out. With Statlander leaving the victor that night.
Big Bill is just an amazing man.
Too much man, as you've called him in the past. The mayor of Bizarro World, as I'd like to call him on time. The way he has just commanded.
Oh! Whoa! Oh my God!
Bishop Khan.
Show that again.
Take a look at that, indeed. Driving his opponent straight through the table. Back to live action here. The Samoan Lion against Big Bill.
And Big Bill can take a punch, but he just came right back with a knee lift. This big 7-footer, former World Tag Team Champion here in AEW.
Oh boy. My God. That's a pool cue.
That's exactly what that is. He picks up. I said, that cannot be a kendo stick. It was a pool cue. Oh, it broke in half, and now this man wailing away on the other.
The Redwood now. Using his hook.
Oh boy, he caught it. Big Bill. Caught it as well. You're kicking him up.
Two big men.
Yes, sir.
Two big egos.
This is collision, and you are seeing two big men collide. And neither man is backing down.
The chant of meat echoing throughout the arena.
Now back and forth they go. Shoulder tackle. Big Bill up against the ropes. Watch out, Bishop.
A cable of some kind.
Looks like a cable. I wasn't sure what it was at first, but it is a cable. You can see where it's been cut. And Big Bill is being choked as he's thrown over the top. And nothing Bryce Remsburg can do but watch.
A vicious brutality that we fear, that we're expecting. Caroliona got caught. So did Brian King.
And this, Chicago Street Fight continues on TNT, streaming all night.
Welcome to the 100-degree swing test. Which one of these?
And stream on the zone.
The Chicago Street Fight continues on TNT. That is Brian King from the Trash Can. Getting hammered by the Gates of Agony. We are also streaming on Max. I don't know what's going to be after Brian King after all this is done. Whoa! Big Bill comes in as a wrecking ball, taking care of both members. So agony. And Brian Keith finally gets out of the trash can. Boy, he took a lashing.
Watch out. Big Bill again. Come on.
Two tables set up on the near side ring. Big Bill in the air.
Oh boy. He came out with that backpack earlier and I wondered what was in it. I don't think this is laptop. I don't think this is schoolwork.
All right. Oh, there it is. He's got grips. He's got grips.
He's not trying to build a house.
Terrell's hot. That's all about this. Bricks from Big Bill. Gonna try to break.
Oh my gosh.
These bricks over their head. Oh, good God. I was talking about the sound. Never anything like that.
Chicon moving. Oh, lying wait. He's right down there by us.
Big Bill is over the top.
Coming.
For God's sake.
This is like an ECW Extreme Rules match.
This is completely out of control.
Uh-oh, you fucked up, Brian Cage.
Watch the
No, I didn't think you were watching.
Brian Keith tried that trash can lid.
I don't know, I wasn't watching the whole thing because
Try again.
I'm watching the whole night.
Into the midsection.
I know, but I thought you weren't watching. You were on this just a little bit, just to catch up some clips of my YouTube shorts. And then here you are, sleeping.
Blood coming out of the back. Here he comes. Here's David Boom. Oh, my.
And then when this is over, I'll get that.
Johnny, do you have a death wish?
Well, I'm trying to hang in here as best I can. We're taking it once again.
This has been absolute chaos. First of all, watch this. Driving pounce straight over the table. As I heading for safer ground. But then look at this. Tom Leona, Impact. What a matchup.
This is as violent of a match as we've ever had here at Collision. And we've seen some crazy stuff.
You're sat in there like it's a walk in a park.
No, I'm not trying to hang
Bigger
in.
man than me, good lord.
Now back into the ring. Alex attempting to go back to the ring.
My attempt to get back here at ringside. Good lord.
Well, you got a match coming up, man. I get that next Sunday. I'm just trying to hang in as best I can, but the hell with me. Talk about these two guys, how they can survive this night.
Absolute chaos. And announced death. The ring bell just went back inside. Bishop Khan.
Here comes Brian Keith. He's got the trash can.
Khan was wide open and he's all on his own.
How in the world Brian Keith can get on his feet after that? How can Bishop Khan get on his feet? And now,
Come this way.
Leona is going to the table. He's screaming out in the fence. Freeman himself.
Table time.
Look at this. Oh no, this does not bode well for the Burn Apple.
Ooh, rising headbutt.
Right underneath the jaw. Leona fingertips.
Look at this. Down goes Tom. Down goes Tom. He's being hammered by Bishop Khan. What in the hell are we watching?
This is amazing.
He's
Brutality. Viciousness.
He's gonna beat the drywall. He's the drywall. They're just slinging things around. And I've seen a lot of stuff, many years of wrestling, but I'm not so sure.
And then people laugh again, smiling. Bishop Khan loves it.
Look at the face of Brian Keith, he can't believe it. Like, puts a knee to the jaw, Big Bill with a foot.
Get him, Bill.
Big Bill may be going for his bandit choke slam here. And that's it. Bishop Khan is way down. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Oh, I thought he was going to get out for one later.
Oh my, he's right. What a hell of a match. Chris Jericho got to be happy. Big Bill, he's going to keep going a long way to earn this spot in the learning tree. But they gave some agony. Boy, did they give him a fight.
DraftKings is an official partner of AEW. Right now, all customers can win a free-to-play pool for a pay-per-view main event. Simply answer questions about the main event coming up with Double or Nothing. Get enough right to earn your share of the prize. Download the DraftKings app now. Sign up with promo code AEW to play free. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Tony Storm, the first time we met, we were distracted. Watch out for me. We wanted attention, we got jealous, and we both made mistakes. Then, when I saw you in Japan, we came, we danced, and we laughed. But this time, it's different. It's just me and you. I don't need your ride. I need your title.
Mina Shirakawa wrestling her first match as a member of the AEW roster.
You are everything a champion should be. But so is Mina. I did everything in Japan, and I will do everything in AEW.
Now Mina Shirakawa has earned a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship.
Tony, it's Congress. But Mina is now.
Well, fans here on Collision in Chicago, we've heard the chant of Mongo, Mongo all night. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pay tribute to one of the great football players of all
Well, that's why
time.
they're doing this.
A
'Cause
great
they're in
professional
Chicago.
wrestler, the late Steve Mongo McMichael. Let's hear it for Steve McMichael. We are joined by his widow, Misty. Hello, Misty.
Hello.
Glad to have you here, my dear.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, he was the best, greatest man I've ever known in my life. And he, made a special imprint on football and in wrestling. And I was married to him for 24 years, 27 years total, and I'm happy to be here.
It's great to have you here to celebrate his life. And with her, of course, one of the great four horsemen. Let's hear it for Dean Malenka. Steve Mongo McMichael was a four-time All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowl selection. He was a member of the Chicago Bears World Championship team at Super Bowl 20. He was recently inducted last year into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He exemplified the fighting spirit, the determination, and the athleticism of great athletes here in the Chicagoland area. Plus, in this building, he coached the Chicago Slaughter to an undefeated season in arena football right here in this building. What a legacy. In professional wrestling, Steve Mongo McMichael became a four horseman. He started out as an announcer right here on TNT, went on to become a great professional wrestler, was the United States heavyweight champion, and because May is ALS Awareness Month, in memory of Mongo, AEW Together is partnering with the Les Turner ALS Foundation, whose mission is to provide comprehensive care and support to people living with ALS. Scan the QR code on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand with me and welcome the close friend of Steve Mongo McMichael, one of the greatest world champions ever to step foot in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo! What was that? Oh, I get it. Woo! Mean. Woo! By God, Gene. They usually do like a 10-bell salute before they bring out the guys.
You and I have stood together, me holding the microphone for many, many, many years. Tonight is very, very special, a very emotional night for all of us.
It is. And first of all, I want to say that
Chicago is one of the greatest wrestling towns in the world. I coined a phrase once saying, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Steve McMichael has been more man than anyone I've ever known in my life. He fought this disease for 6 years. 6 years. Fully aware of everything around him. Unable to move. That massive 280-pound man finally made it to the Hall of Fame. And now he's in heaven. God bless him, and thank you all for celebrating this time. Misty, I cannot say enough about Misty. She never left his side. She learned how to be a nurse. 6 years of this guy. There you go. Thank you. That's it. Thank you so much for participating in this, and thank you all for coming out.
And thank you, Ric Flair, for being here with us tonight. AEW Together is partnering with the Les Turner ALS Foundation, whose mission is to provide comprehensive care and support to people living with ALS to confidently navigate the disease, as well as research for the prevention, treatment, and cure of ALS. Fight together for a cure by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Please check to AEWWrestling.com for wrestling update.
TNT is presented by Progressive. Protect your auto. Says today at Progressive.com.
Praise the man, the very good Lord.
Okay, so we saw Big Bill and all that. Tony Storm did the Mongo tribute.
Search for the prevention, treatment, and cure of ALS. Fight together for a cure by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Okay, so something got lost during the commercial and they went right into the movie. That's why it ended early.
Should we call it a night?
Well, I guess we don't really have a choice.
Because you shouldn't deal with pain gently. The past must be reckoned with. How are they all connected? She's manipulating us.
Let's go hear from more citizens of the law.
Happy grass, happy home.
So what do you do?
Regular feeding, it makes all the difference. Scott's Weed and Feed. The product is incredible.
Now's the time to kill existing weeds with Turf Builder Weed and Feed.
Feed it all. Feed.
Alright, well,
Good morning. Start with the goodness of Cheerios. And try new Cheerios protein.
We handcraft every series of Foster using the finest materials like intelligent memory foam and ultra-conforming inner springs for a beautiful mattress and
I guess because of technical difficulties on TNT, they went right to a movie, so I guess we're gonna have to cut it off, but we will see you. Don't forget tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on ABC, the season finale of American Idol. They have been renewed for another season, but that doesn't start until January, so it's going to be a while. We will still be coming to you with all our wrestling stuff until then. So I guess with tomorrow being the season finale of American Idol, that means that starting this Monday, we'll see you again for Raw on Netflix. Again, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Sleep well. Love you. And thank you to all of you for being with us. And, well, oh, I almost forgot. The homicidal, genocidal, what was the other part?
Death-defying Sabu.
Homicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu, Terry Brunk, has passed away. Now, tonight, they ended AEW with a tribute to Mongo, which I understand because, which the more I thought about it, I understand because they're in Chicago, but they could have at least mentioned Sabu, and maybe next week they will do that. At any rate, I'm Michael Paul, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, good night. Thank you to all of you for joining us, and we'll see you Monday.
Maybe they kind of cut on commercial and then probably first say, you know what, let's just go to the movie. We'll probably do some more AEW Collision the following Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's find out Wednesday night.
Maybe something went wrong with
technical difficulty, probably like they did with WCW.
Anyway, at any rate, we'll see you Monday. Good night.
We love you guys.